What are we going to do? We're not police. We're not law enforcement. We're just regular citizens like everybody else, trying to live a decent life, surrounded by crime. What are we going to do about it? I'm going to talk about our community, not because I think that my community represents a model. I don't. I think Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him, and his community represented a model. But I want to show you something that we did, inshallah. First, let me give you some information. I'm going to back up, inshallah. This Friday, I gave the Juma khutbah, the sermon, at my masjid. And we had at least 1,300 people there for Juma prayer. The place was packed, people praying in the street. The more we expand, more people come. I have guests coming to my masjid. There's a woman named Katrin from Germany, Katrin and her sister. They come to visit me from Germany. And whenever I have guests, I take them about 50 steps from the masjid to this beautiful restaurant called Fatih's Restaurant. A brother from Egypt. He just heard him say yes. Now, brother Imam Qasim loves to eat. I'm like, oh, man, love to eat. You want to get on his good side? Give him some food. Don't matter what kind of food, just give him some food. And we take our guests there. Every day you come, and I'll show you, every day you walk past that restaurant, you see 7, 8, 9, 10 policemen eating in that restaurant. That's how good the restaurant is. Across the street, he's Egyptian. Across the street, another big restaurant, some brothers from Africa. Beautiful. I take people there, take guests there. If you want to transfer some money, across the street, a Western Union owned by the Muslims. If you want to get on the internet, we have an internet cafe right next to the masjid. And then we got, some of you look like you got a sweet tooth. We got a Muslim bakery there. He's got some stuff to make your stomach say, wow. Muslim bakery. And you go all the way up in the corner, you see a supermarket owned by a Muslim. Across the street, halal meat market. Right next to the masjid, a bookstore, a clothing store, real estate store. All over the masjid, you find in that block, one block from the masjid, you find at least 50 Muslim businesses. But see, it's not good enough for you because there's no context there. All you do is you see what it is, but you don't know what it used to be like. It's like saying this man with muscles and stuff like that, this man right here. No, I'm really talking about him, right? You got all these muscles and stuff like that, but you have to see what it used to be like before, the before and after. So before, in 1981, this, according to the commander of the 79th precinct, one of the worst areas where Masjid al-Taqwa was. I'm talking blight, I'm talking murder, I'm talking robbery. And on that block, well, let me tell you, before I tell you about the block, let me tell you how we got the property. It was in December 1981. This property was owned by the city. And one day I drove by and I said, I'd like to get that property. Owned by the city. So we had a public auction. And we went to the public auction that day. We're going to buy this building. And the rest is history. Most builders that day, I'll never forget, I was there. You know, they started $50,000. Someone said $60,000, $80,000, $100,000, $250,000, $500,000. And that's how much the buildings were going for. This property, the minimum upset price was $25,000. That means you got to begin at $25,000, right? Allah is my witness, this happened. This parcel came available. I said, minimum upset. And the auctioneer said, minimum upset, going once, going twice, sold for $25,000. I almost fainted. No, I'm serious. I was like, huh? And when they woke me up, we got the property for $25,000. Nobody bid against us. Found out that there was an African American with deep pockets. Imam, you know what I mean by deep pockets? You know. You don't have a lot of it. You know what I'm talking about. He said, I was going to bid on that property, but I don't want to bid against the Muslims. So we got the property for $25,000. By the way, people trying to buy it from us for over $1 million. Now, if I wanted to make profit, you see what I'm saying? Buy it for $25,000, huh? No, that's wrong. They ain't gonna sell masjid. But you know what? After we got it, and I went to it, then I understood why no one bid against it. I'm talking about 15 crack houses on the block of the masjid. Imam, we used to be in the masjid, and while we praying, you pew, 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 bullets in the masjid. And you know, I'm gonna make a confession. I got a problem. I need some help. You got any doctors here, like up here? I go to places, right? I visit cities that's real quiet. They say, Imam, how you like the city? I said, not enough noise. I'm sick. No, I'm really sick. I gotta hear bang, 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 pop, pop, pop. So we got the property, but we had a problem because of the crime. What are we going to do about it? Our problem is not unlike other people. Probably not unlike yourselves. But what are you going to do about it? What we did and what you could do. What was the issue? Most of the problems centered around drugs. People making too much money. They're not going to stop. You're not going to go to them and say, please, brother, stop selling drugs. You destroyed the community. You hurt the community. Brother, you got to stop selling drugs. They laugh at you, man. Seriously, they laugh at you. It's a joke. Anyway, we decided to make a partnership with the police. Why? Because the problem has not been police arresting people. They do arrest people all the time. People selling drugs, they bust them, they take them in, they let them out. They take them in, they go in, they let them out. So we decided, we had an idea that if the police could raid these places and get the drug dealers out, we could keep them out. I met with Chief Rayford. He was at that time commander of the Brooklyn North. Beautiful man, African American. Told him about our plan. Met with the commander of the 79th precinct and told him about our command. I said, I want to have an anti-drug program. We want to have a big rally on January 21st. On the corner of our masjid, we want to have a big rally, and the same day we have the rally, we want you to raid those 15 crack houses. And after you raid them and get those drug dealers out, we will stand in front of those drug houses and don't let them back in. Had a partnership. And they said, okay. We had the rally, we gave the signal, and at one time, 15 of those drug houses were raided. People were arrested and taken down to the precinct. And what we did, we began a 40-day, 40-night anti-drug patrol. What did we do?